Up with the lane, and the other guest that we've got right here. Good evening to Brian Collins.
Hey, good evening to you.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Okay, now what does he sound like? Not apparently the voice. This is him.
Okay.
Taken from the album Healing Highway. Long way to go, as selected by Santos tonight.
I've been searching in the shadows, looking for a place to find myself. And everywhere I've wandered, man, all the stories I could tell. Some are good, some are bad, some weren't meant to last. But at the end of the day, everything can change. I can't say that I'm lost or even veered off from the path I was headed for. I'm along for the ride, traveling
Great stuff there from the album Healing Highway. Now, what we actually did there, in case you didn't spot it, now, I'll tell you what we did. In America at the moment, there's radio stations operating, and I'm not quite sure what it is. It's either Pandora or something, where they say they either chop records or speed them up so you can get more in per hour. So that's what we actually did, Brian. We speeded up.
I was soft rocking your socks off with that one.
That was Speed King, mate, wasn't it?
I had the air guitar going all over the place. Right, welcome to our guest, Brian Collins. Welcome here.
Yeah, thank you for having me, guys.
Good stuff.
Now, I've got a real connection here because the man comes from West Georgia, right? Okay. Now, have you ever heard of a place called Dalton?
Oh, yeah, Dalton, yeah.
Dalton, Georgia. Right. Well, in a previous life, Santos, get this. I actually was working in the carpet industry, and Dalton is the capital of the carpet industry of the world, right? And I'll tell you something else that I've got as well. I haven't got it with me tonight. I have actually got the keys to the city of Chattanooga. And I'll tell you why. I sold more product overseas in 1 year than anybody else, and I got the keys to the city of Chattanooga.
Man,
How good is that?
you're one heck of a carpet salesman.
Bloody awful DJ, but a carpet salesman.
What were they, magic carpets?
Yeah, exactly. So, I stayed on the Choo Choo.
Yeah, well, you know, the Choo Choo's a great. It's an old hotel. They used to be a train station there, right? So, and you can even sleep in the cars.
Oh, I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done that. Wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Georgia, so are you a Falcons fan? Are you a Hawks fan? What are you at? Now you're living in Nashville, it'd be different, I suppose.
You know, I love the home team. The home team's always going to be my favorite. You know, it's just they never do me right. You know, it's like, when are you going to win one for us, Phyllis? Come on. I'm going to go back to the '90s Braves, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, the Falcons beat the Panthers last night.
That's good news. Yeah.
I tell you, while you're on the road, you come over here and they can win it there. So,
there you go.
welcome to our station, our little station here, Express FM, on a Monday night here. Car Crash Radio, you can see why we call it that.
Absolutely, it was tonight.
As we get started on all that. So, your first time in the UK?
This is not my first time, but it's my first time, pushing my music and bringing some of my tunes over this way.
Yep. And how did it all start for you? When did you first pick up a guitar and start? And who were your influences in those early days?
Well, you know, growing up as a kid, you know, I was always just exposed to music that my parents listened to. You know, Mom liked Gordon Lightfoot and Don Williams, and you know, my dad was a Beach Boys fan, and he liked the Beatles, and you know, he liked all the Golden Oldies, R&B. So I kind of had those influences. But then, you know, growing up in the '90s, I liked my Garth Brooks and my Travis Tritt, and then we also had the '90s grunge thing. So picked up a guitar when I was a teenager. I found that was a good way to get girls, and so just continued. Just realized I had a passion for it, and I had an knack for writing, and it's just been something I've picked up and never looked back.
Yeah, you mentioned there about the grunge and out of Seattle. Dave Grohl's new album came in at number 2 yesterday.
Yeah.
So he's toured the country and only surpassed by Pink Floyd with the brand new album. Endless River, it came straight in number 1. But,
and that's a bit of a mock-up because it's all old songs anyway.
It is, the way that it's done there. So you've got a lot of good buddies as well that you like. I mean, you've got Bob Seger. Yeah. You ever toured or played with Bob Seger?
I have not had the fortune to do that, but Bob, if you're out there, give him a call.
What a great artist! I mean, you know, whenever I hear that opening rhythm to Hollywood Nights, I just think it's phenomenal, and that groove, you know, wonderful voice, you know, on the songs, they're still the same, and
and you guys were talking earlier before we got on air, you know, just the live performances and things, and that was one guy who could bring it.
Yeah, absolutely.
When he actually came to the UK, he actually did not get lots of hit singles or even big albums. Right. But Harvey Goldsmith used to say that when his tickets went on sale at the O2, which you're talking about there, fastest selling act.
Yeah.
Incredible. You know, that because they're live out with, you know, Bob Seger and Silver Bullet Band, just fabulous.
You know, you get those, those performances will bring people out. You know, it's hard to measure what people would, as far as buy an album, you know, or a track, but, you know, if you're going to go spend your money, you want to go see a good show, you know, and he's known for them.
Yeah. Fabulous. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to play another track off the album. We'll take a little second out or two, and then we'll come back. Track you want us to hear, Healing Highway, the title track from the album.
Let's give it a go.
And then we'll talk a bit more to Brian.
Good stuff.
Loving local business. 93.7 Express FM. Your South Sea. Pre-loved to reloved. At Revive Interiors on Castle Road, Southsea, we source quality individual pieces of new